everybody. This is Tina. Hope you're doing well today. I'm exhausted, I will tell you that. If you're new to this channel, I do thrift flips, I do trash to treasure, and I have 3 booths now that I try and keep stocked. And so a lot of the things that I make, I put in my booth. I also do things for my own home decor. That's kind of how it all started. And so that is basically what this channel is all about. And the reason I'm exhausted is 2 of those booths I'm opening at the same time right now, as I'm just got my website up and I just became an IOD stockist, which is really what this video is all about. I just got my shipment in today, which is Thursday. You're going to be seeing this video on Friday. So my husband, God bless him, has helped me. I couldn't do this without him. And so we made sure that we had everything priced and stocked and put in my 2 locations, Painted Tree in North Richland Hills and Painted Tree in Highland Village is where I have my IOD stock. My other booth, I don't have anything there at this time anyway. So that is what I've been doing all day. And what I'm going to do in this video for you is I would like to show you their new summer release, and it is fantastic. You're going to love it. I've got some really fun ideas. I should be exhausted. I should go to bed right now, but you know what? I just got my hands on these things. So I'm really excited about it. I could just show them to you, but I thought I'm going to do a few flips with them. I already have some cool things in mind, and I have seen some things some other people have done, and you're going to be really excited. Probably for the next few days, you're going to be inundated with IOD stuff that people have made, and it's just amazing what they come up with. It's a great product. It really helps with the creative process, and you know, the sky's the limit. And it's amazing what people will do with the same thing, you know, with the same item, and how they'll make it over in so many different ways. And I think they're a great value, you know, as a flipper, because they really enhance your product that you're making, your project. And I love using them. I was using them long before I became a stockist. That just happened, by the way. So anyway, you can purchase them at either one of my stores or on my website, which is Rehatch Designs. Anyway, that I will leave all of that in the description box. So anyway, I'm going to get right to it. I'm going to show you all the products first, and then after that I'm going to show you a few flips with them. And hopefully you'll enjoy this, and if you do, please give me a thumbs up, a like, share, and if you like what you see, please subscribe to my channel, and we'll see you next time. So anyway, stay tuned for the rest of this video. So hi everybody, we're going to go ahead and go through all of these IOD products that they have out today for the summer release, and let's go ahead and start with the molds. And I have one here. I'm going to be opening these up with you. So this is called the Oak Leaves and Acorns, and I have a feeling this is going to be super popular. So I can show you this without the glare. So look at that. Isn't that beautiful? Absolutely beautiful. Yep. So we're going to be using this one today, by the way, so stay tuned for that. But this is really going to be a favorite. I ordered quite a few of these because I have a feeling people are going to be selling out. Okay, let's see here. Then this is the ribbon mold. This is going to be really fun. I can just see this for a lot of things for Christmas, and I actually have something in mind for this already. So this is called bows. So this one is absolutely amazing. So it has all these different bows. See this one here, and then this one here. Yeah, I can just think all these little elements here. This is going to be really, really fun to do, to use these. So I will put that aside. And then they have some really interesting new ones. This one is the Felicite, Felicite, and I'm showing you up what they look like as far as the pictures of them, but they really don't do justice to these. Okay, this one is it's a heavier and smaller, but it's a very, very deep mold. So it's like roses, flowers, and they're going to be very deep, and they'll be great for you know, trim and things like that. Felicite, I don't know, guys. I'm kind of tired. So anyway, this is going to be really, really good. I think I've already seen some things out there that people have made because they're deeper. You know, they're not flat. They're going to be a lot of things that you can do with that. So there's that one. Okay, this one is so different. So different, guys. This one is, and you know what? I have just bought a bunch of things wholesale because I couldn't possibly make enough to put in 3 booths, you know. And I'm seeing these heads and molds all over the place, so I guess it's really such a thing. This is really cool. This is what is it called? Persephone. Persephone. I don't know. Anyway, it is really, really cool. Super cool, guys. So yeah, I love this. We're gonna do something with that today. So okay, this is amazing. They did one of their smaller packs again, which were very, very popular. The Lover of Flowers, it's still very popular. And this is kind of along that lines, I think, kind of a vintagey look. So I'm going to go ahead and flip through this pretty quick so y'all can see. But they have that kind of vintage look to them. Isn't that pretty? I love these. If you like that vintage look, this is, you know, that's what you would see on older pieces. Isn't that gorgeous? So I got quite a few of these because I thought they would be very, very popular. And I have an idea for that. I don't know if we'll get to do all of my ideas. We'll have to see. This video could be really, really long. Okay, this one, oh my gosh, guys. This is amazing. This is called Rose Botanical. Oh my gosh. I think what it is that I have always loved their botanical roses in their in the sets that I've seen. And so on this one, you're getting like a whole pack of them, okay? I mean, an entire pack. I have to go kind of sideways so that you can see the whole page. Is that not gorgeous or what? Oh my gosh, guys. Isn't that gorgeous? Ugh. Oh my gosh, here, let's see, make sure you can see it all. Aren't they beautiful? I already know what I'm going to do with this. We may do something today with that. I don't know if we have time. Oh, look at that. Isn't that, oh. Oh, yes. Absolutely beautiful. Yeah, I mean, I've always loved whenever they had these on any of their transfer packs, but they've just done a whole thing of them. See, these are smaller. Oh, look at that. Oh, gosh, guys, aren't they beautiful? Yeah, that's going to be a favorite. You watch. Okay. So there's some new transfers out, guys. These are so different. And I can already think of a gazillion things to do with these. All right, hold on. Here we go. Okay. Etiquettes, and it's gilded. And these are, oh my gosh, guys, look at these. It's hard to tell what they're going to look like. You really kind of almost have to look at the cover, because when you open this up, it's all gold, right? So you can't really tell. But I'm telling you, this is going to be amazing. Think Christmas and glittery, and see, they're all like little labels and things. Oh my gosh, there's so many things you could do with this. And here's a bigger one. Oh, look at that. Oh gosh, guys, there's so many things we can do with this. I wish I could stay up all night and do all these, but I probably won't. I'll probably pass out soon. So, oh my gosh, they're so gorgeous. You know what? I don't know if you realize this. I haven't looked through these. I just opened these. I saw the outside of the package, obviously. I was pricing them, putting them in my booth, but that I just opened them. I have not opened any of these, so I'm seeing them with you, okay? So, you know, all I saw was the outside, and I'm gushing, just like I'm sure you are. Oh gosh. I'm hoping there's not too much glare with that, but there probably is a little bit. Anyway, that's that one. Trying not to lose these with the transfer sticks. Okay, and here's this one. It's a similar style, but these are bigger. There's like 4 sheets in here, and they're bigger sheets. And oh my gosh, I already have an amazing idea for this, and I cannot wait to do it. But I probably won't be able to do it in this video because I won't have enough time. But anyway, all right. See, look, this is like a whole page. Let's see if I can get that in there so y'all can see. Right? That's a whole page. Is that not gorgeous or what? Gorgeous, gorgeous, gorgeous. Now you have to realize this other part on the outside doesn't transfer. It's just the wording. Okay? You'll see it when we do one. But anyway, and they just transfer like, you know, a normal transfer does. Look at this one. Oh my God. Look at that. Is that Queen of the Nile? Oh gosh, y'all. Oof. I cannot wait. I have an idea for this. But like I said, I don't have time to do this tonight. Look at that. Oh my gosh. Oh, that would be so cool. Right? Now remember, just this part transfers, not this part on the outside. This doesn't transfer. Just the wording and this picture and all that. The darker part. Okay. Oh, look at that. Oh, is that not gorgeous? Y'all are seeing it upside down. Here we go. Can you see that? Oh my gosh. They're gorgeous. These are going to be, oh, these are going to be favorites. I hope I ordered enough of these. I don't know if I did. I think I did. We'll see. Because I think these are going to be very, very popular. Oh yeah, gorgeous, gorgeous, gorgeous. Oh, I already know what I'm going to do with one of the box one. Oh yeah. Okay, so that's their new line that they've come out with. These two right here. So there's been a lot of buzz about this, and if you see some, well, you will see some of the projects out there that people have done with them, and yeah. I don't know that mine's going to do justice because it's kind of quick and easy. Because I have some really good ideas out there, and I'm sure other people do too. Okay, stamps. You're going to love these. Okay, so this one is called Garden Bouquet, and oh gosh, if you have, I do make junk journals too. or I used to when I had time. But there's kind of a thing where you have these botanicals, the big botanicals, and they'll be printed on old book pages in black and white. And that is so much what this reminds me of. And yeah, if you're a junk journaler person, this would be great to put like on old dictionary pages and things like that. Of course, you can do a lot of other things with that, but that's what comes to mind here. In fact, I am in the middle of making some journals now, and I'll be using this on some of those pages. But there's so many things you can do with that. And of course, they come with the mask. And I love these. And of course, their stamps are so detailed. You know, you can do anything with this. You can, you know, paint a tray, put the floral on there, and boom, it transforms it. So, and you know, look at these, they're pretty. Oh, they're just gorgeous. So anyway, that's those. And then, let's see here. Oh yeah, y'all are going to love this. Okay, this is very, very different. Going along with this head thing and the big pink. And then I'm going to do kind of the same thing with this. Because it's kind of a popular thing in the junk journal world where they, you know, do these beautiful. I mean, there's so many things here. And I really need to show this on my junk journal channel. I have another channel. I'll try and remember to link it. I am horrible at advertising for myself. I really am. I'm trying to do better because I mean people ask me after the fact and I'm like, oh yeah, I guess I should have linked that. Isn't this gorgeous? And this is called Charlotte, and I love this. Absolutely love it. Look at that bird. Of course, you know, you throw a bird in, right? And this is very artsy. See, this got the paintbrushes here, the pens over here, this beautiful bee. I love this teacup, guys. Oh, gosh. The ladybug. Oh, this is going to be gorgeous. See, you could do the same thing with that, too, or any of these, really. But if you put that, like, on a dictionary page or something, you could do that and then just frame it or something. It'd be gorgeous, right? Okay. So there's that one, and there's one more stamp set. I know the gifts keep on coming. This is called Ephemeral Type, and this is going to be a super fan favorite for a long time. Yes, because this is so versatile. If I can figure out how to open it, I'll show it to you because I know there's a lot of layers. But anyway, yeah, I mean, gosh, guys, I can't even, all the things. And again, you know, my brain goes, because I do junk journals too, but obviously you can do this on decor. But check this out. And these are all separate. All of these stamps are separate, okay? So you have, you know, basically you have some typography here and little pieces here. These are all separate. You could use the whole thing together if you have a big piece. You've got stamps over here. You've got, I'm telling you, whoever did this, just, this is such a value here. Because there's so many things that look good, little, you know, with you just put a little bit in here and there. And, you know, this is gorgeous. Oh my gosh. If you do any kind of collage or something, oh, this is wonderful. Yeah, this is going to be a fan favorite. I hope I ordered enough. I got a ton of them, but I bet you even the amount that I have, I will sell out because I think that will be amazing. Okay, so now I'm going to show you the paint inlays. And okay, there is this one, and it is called Delft Traditions Noir. And it's black and white, which I absolutely love. This is going to be extremely popular because of all of, and if y'all haven't done inlays yet, you got to get into the inlay world. And I'm telling you, they're so much fun to do, and they are way easier than you think. And anytime I do anything with an inlay in my booth, it sells, because I think it looks so hand painted. I don't think people know the difference, you know what I mean? And so here's like, this is like a solid sheet. What I love is when they do these and they coordinate, because they work so well on little, and I use these a lot for smalls. And the thing about inlays, guys, they are a great value, because you can I use mine 3 times. So this sheet you can use, now it fades out a little bit with every time you use it. I actually like the faded look of it, I really do, because to me it looks very vintage. But anyway, yeah, they're a great value. See, look at these are going to be amazing in this neutral color. Oh yeah, yeah, it's not really black and white. It's kind of a very dark, I would say brown, you know. So yeah, these are gorgeous, guys. Oh my gosh, yeah, these are going to be extremely popular. And you know, if you are a flipper and you do smalls with these, it just makes all the difference in the world, because people, they really do think they're hand painted. They look hand painted, and technically they are, because this is paint, you know. So okay, this is another page, and you think, oh, what am I gonna do? These pages are so valuable. Like you do a book stack, and you can do the back with this, or you know, just there's so many things you can do with these, guys. I love when they do that, when they put different things that coordinate together like that. Okay, this is going to come in handy. Oh my gosh, guys, check this out. These are all like little labels, and they're smaller. Yep, see, they're listening to y'all. They're listening, because I know people, you know, there's so many things you can use this with. Oh gosh. There's just not enough time. Not enough time to do all this. I could play here all night. I'm going to have to watch it, because I'm going to have to limit myself to like 3 things, because I would be here until, you know, the wee hours of the morning. Is this not gorgeous? Look at that. Gosh, guys. Oh my gosh. So I've been doing like a lot of my inlay stuff and putting it on the silver teapots that I bought. And they go like that. They just go. Because I think they look, you know, but like I said, they look hand painted. Oh, see, isn't that beautiful? I'm telling you, these things are wonderful when you're making things, because if you're piecing it all together, when they coordinate like that, I love it. See, and they have another one coming up. Check this out. See that, guys? Look. So all of these little pieces, you use them around the rim of something. Yep. Anyway, I love inlays. I was very intimidated by them in the beginning, and I know a lot of people are. And trust me, they are not hard to do. And the way they look really truly makes your whatever you're doing look hand painted. If you're making gifts, you're making stuff for your house. Yep. Yep, yep, yep. Okay, so that is gorgeous, isn't it? Absolutely gorgeous. So that is the... I'm butchering these names, so hopefully you'll hear from people who can say it correctly. Delft Traditions Noir. Okay, and that's their inlay. And here is another one. Yeah, I don't want to oversell inlays, but I'm telling you guys, they are amazing, because I don't know. You just can't go wrong with them. You just can't. So this is Delft Traditions Azure. Azure. Okay? So it's similar. It's in blue, and I'm telling you right now, blue and white's hot, hot, hot. So are the neutral. The neutrals are, I think neutrals are here to stay. They're not going away. They're not going away. it's just not super stark anymore. You know, it's not minimalist, but the neutral tones I think will be here to stay. I don't think that'll ever go away. Look at that. Oh my gosh. Oh, y'all. Oh. Yes. I know what y'all are thinking. All these beautiful things. Here we go. And here's this one. Oh, I don't have it loose. See, and it's a very not overly bright blue, so it's not like in your face overly bright. So it looks very vintage. Yes, and I'm telling you, these are going to be so popular, right? Oh my gosh, guys. Yeah. Amazing. Okay. Oh, look at that. Right? I love the different sizes of all of these. I really do. I think that the IOD sisters are really listening to what people are saying, because they needed some smaller sizes, you know? And you got loads of it in this. And not only that, what's good about that is if you're new to inlays, something like this would be a great starter pack, because you just cut out a little one right here, right? Try it out, and then, you know, you get the hang of it. And so then, you know, then by the time you're on your third one, you're an expert. And then you're using up the whole pack. Like I said, almost all of my inlays I still have around, because I use them 3 times, almost always 3 times. So yeah, I can't even get through them all, and they give you so much with them. Isn't that beautiful? Gosh. I mean, there's so many things that you can do with that. Anyway, we're gonna do something. See? And then this is like a little bigger pieces up here, and some smaller ones here. Yeah, I mean, there's just so much value in this. Okay, and even the transfers, you get so many in them. Okay, there we go. And I always look at it this way too. I put a transfer on something, I'll put a transfer on a tray, then I'll put a transfer on maybe a you know, planter or something. I sell those for, you know, anywhere from 15 to 20 bucks. I sell a couple of them, and you know what? I paid for it already, and there you go. And then I still have a whole pack full of stuff. All right, well, that was everything that they have, and I will put my 2 locations, the Painted Tree in North Richland Hills, Painted Tree in Highland Village, in the description box, and my website is rehashdesigns.com, and I will put that in the description box also. And if you guys, I'll go ahead and put my email in there if you have any issues finding something. Okay, so let's get right to it and go to project number 1. This is a little thing that I picked up at a thrift store for like a couple dollars. It's a little like memo board that's made with just kind of a, I don't know, board, and then it has a clipboard thing to it. I don't know exactly if it was made at a store or someone made it at home. But anyway, I'm going to be painting this with around 2 coats of cucumber by Dixie Belle. And after I do that, I'm going to go ahead and be using the new paint inlay. I'm probably saying this wrong. Delft Traditions Noir. And anyway, we're going to be using several different pieces out of this. So I'm cutting one out now that I want to use around that little, I don't know, clipboard thing. And now this piece I'm cutting out for the back. And it does have a little kind of little rim around it that you kind of have to cut out. And inlays are really easy, guys. They're really easy to use. What's great about this pack, I think, is that it has so many little pieces that you can do on little things to kind of practice on. So anyway, we're going to be putting a piece on the back and a piece on the front. And the way it works is you just put your paint down. Just a, I wouldn't say a thick layer, but just a good layer down. Not, you don't want it too thick, but again, you don't want it real light either. The inlay is actually paint, and it has to have something to stick to. So you have to have either paint down or some sort of a top coat or something for it to stick to. So what I do is I spray or mist the paint portion of it. The grid portion is the back, and then the paint portion is what you lay down. And I spritz that before I put it down. And you have, a few minutes before it starts to release. And then you put it down and make sure you put a little bit of pressure. Some people use a brayer. I just use my hands. And I usually mist the back of it also. And that activates the paint on there. And usually if there's too much water, I'll go over it with like a little cloth or something. And then you just leave that pretty much after you've done that. And you feel like it's made good contact. You just kind of leave that till it dries. And now I'm going to work on the front. And I'm just cutting out a piece that go around that little clip thing. So that's going to go there. And you just go through the same process. And the thing about the inlays, you can use them, 3 or 4 times. Usually I use mine about 3 times. And I actually like how they look like the second and third time. Because I just like that faded vintage look. So anyway, we're just going to go through the same process. Make sure we put some paint down. And then we're going to put this on there, mist it on the paint side, put it down. And because this is split, it's a little bit trickier, but it's not that hard. Now, if you're looking for like total perfection, it doesn't, it comes... It looks like something that's been hand painted. So it's not perfect, but... And every once in a while you'll have like some little pieces that it doesn't come across perfectly. Or there's some little pieces, missing or whatever. And I actually like that. I think it looks really good. So this is another piece we're just going to add kind of to the middle. And this is all from that same inlay pack. It has a lot of different little pieces in it. So then you just spritz that. And the color on this, I know it comes across looking like it's black and white, but it's actually a very dark brown. So... Anyway, now what we're going to do is we are going to be using the, I'm just going to spell this because PERSEPHONE mold and the Bose mold. And I have some quick casting resin, and it will set up in about 10 minutes. And you do 50% of part A and 50% of part B. And you mix it for about 30 seconds. You don't want to over mix it because if you do, it'll start to set up pretty quick. And it goes even quicker if you do it too much. So you just kind of want to do it till it's not cloudy anymore and it's clear. And then you go ahead and just pour it, let it sit for about 10 minutes. You'll see everything start to turn white. So And this mold takes quite a bit of casting. Of course, you could do this with clay. I usually tend to use resin when I'm doing videos just because it's quicker. So I'm going to pour several pieces of the Bose mold, but I may not use them all. So I'm going to do that, and then I'm going to go ahead and let them set up. And again, like, takes about 10 minutes and they'll turn all white. So after they turn all white, they're ready to go. So you basically just pop them out after that. And they're paintable, so you'll be able to paint them. And look at the detail on that. It's pretty amazing. I think this is going to be really popular just because it's so different. So anyway, this has amazing detail, and we are going to take advantage of that. But first, what we're going to do is we are going to paint this with one coat of Dixie Belle coffee bean. And this coffee bean has some salt wash, which is an additive that you use to add texture. It has some mixed in with it just to give it a little extra texture. And the coffee bean is very close to the color that's in the inlay. It's just a very dark brown. It's not a black. I know it looks kind of black, but it's really a very dark brown. And what I'm going to do now is I am going to go over this with some white wax to define all the definition in this, to bring it out. And I had gone over this with a clear matte sealer and let it dry before I did the wax. And you always want to put some sort of sealer on it, or maybe a clear wax or something. Simply because what happens sometimes is that your wax can activate that paint if it's not sealed. If it's not a paint that's sealed or has a sealer in it, and then it'll get kind of muddy, or it can actually wipe off some of the paint as well. And I'm also going to go ahead and do all of the little bow pieces as well. And I have a little piece that we're also going to use that we're going to put on the little clip thing. And I don't remember what mold I got that from. If I can remember, I will put it in the description box. But we're going to use that to go on the little clip thing. So now what we're going to do is we're going to go ahead and we are going to take the inlays off of our piece here that we had done. And the way you do that is you just spray with a mister on the back of it, and you kind of have to wait, 10, 30 seconds or so, and allow that paper to absorb that water. And what that does is it releases that paper from the actual product, or the paint below. It's kind of amazing how it works. And look how beautiful that is. And I don't think you can really do it justice unless you see it in person, because it really does look hand painted. And almost everything that I have put in my booth with an inlay on it has sold. And I really think people, they think it's hand painted, or, and it is really technically, because it's paint. So anyway, I'm taking all of those off. And on this last one, I was kind of rushing, and I dried it with my heat gun. And so it did chip a little bit in a couple places, but I like that look, so it's best to just let it, dry naturally, I think. And, it doesn't take long, maybe an hour at the most. So anyway, what I'm doing now is I'm going ahead and gluing the pieces on, and that middle piece you see there is from the olive crust uh, mold, that label there. And I was going to put on there memo or notes or something, or a name, but I'm going to leave it blank because I'm not sure what I'm going to use it for. I may gift it to someone, but I love this thing in the end. I might keep it for myself. I think this would work really, really well as a gift, for someone, like, for their notes to put in their office, or, their kitchen or something. It's just very different and unique. So there's that piece that I put on there that's going on that little clip thing. So that is technically the front, and then here's the back. So this is going to go on the back. I just think this is really cool. I just think it'd be fun to have that, sitting on a desk. It's very, very different. I'm looking at this little clipboard thing and thinking of ways that I can, make multiples, because I just think it's going to be a fun thing. And so now I'm using hot glue, Gorilla Hot Glue for this. You can use, Type Bond glue or any kind of glue that you want. I'm doing it mainly for purposes of the video, because I just trying to get this one done so I can go to sleep for a little bit. Someone asked me in the comments if I ever sleep, and I go, not lately. So anyway, but yeah, so that I usually would use that, but the Gorilla Glue is really, really the glue stick. There's a difference. I buy them all the time now because they work really well. But anyway, that's what I'm using on this project, just because, I didn't want, and actually Type Bond, and it dries really quick, but not quick enough. So anyway, I'm going to go ahead and put that on. And I did seal the inlays prior to putting these pieces on with Rust-Oleum Clear Matte Sealer. So that was that project. Now we're going to move on to number 2. And this is a frame that I thrifted for, I think it was like $1 at a thrift store when they're having their 75% off. And I just kind of sanded it a little bit to scuff sand it. It's kind of slick. And it is actually kind of a wood. It's not really plastic. It's more of a compressed, type wood. But it's a little slick, and so I thought I would just give it a little bit of a sand. I don't think it needed any kind of primer. But anyway, I'm just going over it with that same cucumber color from Dixie Belle. And I think I did about 1 coat on the outer part. Now the inner part I probably did about 2 coats, because I'm going to be putting a transfer on that. And now what we're doing, guys, is I am going to be using the new mold, the oak leaves and acorn mold. I think this one's going to be very, very popular. I'm making kind of a Christmas in July / fall thing. So this is what this is going to look like when we get done. It's a little bit of both. It's a twofer. So I'm just mixing up my resin again. And I'm not going to bore you with all that and pouring it, and then it turns white. And I did over pour a little bit. So, but that is so easy. You can just kind of break off the pieces with your fingers, or use your scissors or whatever if you do that. But anyway, I am going to go ahead and use that, and we are going to go ahead and put that all over our frame. But I am going to be using this transfer, and it's called Holly Glen, and you will not be able to find it. It's a unicorn, but I got it from last year and I never used it. So I thought, well, I'm going to go ahead and use it. I could have sold it for a good amount of money because there are not that many out there. But you will not be able to find it, I don't think. Hopefully, you got one. But I bought one and I just never used it. So I am going to be using a piece in that transfer book. So after I glued all the pieces down and got them where I wanted, I started going over all of the castings and the frame portion of this with coffee bean, that same color we were using before. It is just a very dark brown. I know it looks kind of black, but it's dark brown. And I'm going to go over the whole thing with it. And the coffee bean does have the salt wash in it, and that does help when you have castings. It just kind of fills in that little gap, if it doesn't lay flat. I do think clay lays a little bit flatter, but there's pros and cons to both. I use both, but you probably see me do more resin just because when I'm doing a video, if you don't want to wait for the clay to dry, you just use resin if it's a flat surface. So, but I do, when I have time, I do like to use clay as well. So after the first coat, I just go over and I'm stippling just all around it because I want to have texture on this. And this is going to help me get the texture that I want. So I just go over the whole thing and then I let it dry. And then after that, I am going to go over this whole thing with some polyacrylic when I get done, just because I want there to be a barrier because we're going to put some wax on again. Same thing. You don't want to put your wax on an unsealed chalk paint or clay paint because it'll kind of muddy it up. So I'm just using regular polyacrylic, and I'll let that dry completely. And I definitely go over the middle portion because we're going to be adding the transfer to that. And the key to that is you want to make sure that whatever sealer you put on there is completely dry. And you should do it over a sealed surface. Otherwise, you risk it, peeling your paint up. So now all I'm doing is I'm cutting out that transfer to fit that section. And I'm kind of making it, I don't want a straight line across the bottom or the top. So I'm kind of making it a little bit wavy to match the sides. And I do that on the top and the bottom. And this transfer is really easy. It's like all one piece, so super, super easy. And I think it's going to look beautiful with this frame. And if you've never done a transfer before, they're very, very easy. That little stick you see me using, you basically take the transfer off the carrier sheet, which is the back sheet, and put it where you want it. Of course, the thing about a transfer, where you stick it is going to have to stay because you can't usually move it. And then you just basically rub that top sheet, that plastic, until the transfer releases from that top plastic portion, and you'll be able to see that. And then after it does that, you just turn over that same plastic piece to the shiny side and you burnish it, And I always seal mine afterwards. It just kind of protects it. So what I'm going to be doing now is I'm going to go ahead and be putting the white wax. This is Dixie Belle white wax all over this. And then I'll be wiping off a good portion of it. So after I do all that, I am taking Dixie Belle Gold wax paste, and I'm going over all of the little leaves and acorns and things with that, and that's kind of making this a little bit more festive and Christmassy. And I put that all the way around and just kind of just trying to, hit the highlights or the high points of these castings. And I think it gives it a really I don't know, a high end kind of look to it. I was going to do a bronze color, but I thought it probably would blend in too much with the brown. Of course, you could omit this part if you want completely. But I wanted just to add a little bit extra to this. And this transfer to me could be fall or definitely, winter. But it's got the little holly berries and stuff in it. So I think it does kind of look Christmassy. But at the same time, I thought that this, the oak leaves and acorn mold would look really, really good with this picture. So that's it. Those are my two projects using the new IOD products. And as I said, I do have those available in my website along with a lot of other IOD products. So I also have those at my two locations. All of that will be listed in my description box. So you guys take care, and I'll see you again next time.